Hey, hey. I think, Crystal, you're the only one in here, so thank you for being here. um, I usually don't go on this late anymore, so if you're here, thank you. Awesome. At least I can count on my girl, Crystal. Again, thank you for being here, girl. So there is some information that I have come across very recently about Billie Jo, the grandmother, and the 20-month-old missing Quinton Simon from Savannah, Georgia. And I wanted to kind of get your opinion on this because I think it's very alarming. Hello, Mr. Eve. I hope my little one feels better soon. He is sick right now. So, can y'all hear me okay? Hey, Kira. All right, good. I don't go on this late anymore. So, again, this is kind of a impromptu live. But I need y'all to see something that I found really quickly. See if my live chat works right now. It's not working. I'm going to try one more again. 1 second, guys. We gonna make it work. Oh well. Anyway, so here is what I found. Give me just a second to pull it up. I am like, really? If Billie Jo can't get any worse, you would think. No, it gets worse. It gets worse. And then I don't know if anyone has seen the video of the actual video footage of the fight between the sitter, Diana, and Billie Jo, but that's bananas. We'll go over that too. But the reason why I'm kind of going over Billie Jo right now, I try not to like harp on family members too much because of the Michael Vaughn case. I know that it can get a little squirrely and people can start to, say, leave these family members alone and all that bullshit. But at the end of the day, this is how we know how families act. This is what's going on, no matter if social media is involved or not. And it's probably worse behind the scenes when there is no cameras, because these types of people, when children go missing, all right, there's a reason why. A huge one. And we need to start seeing it for what it really is, not what, and stop sticking your head in the sand and acting like this stuff doesn't go on. As you know, it does. So I said what I said. And that's why I like the babysitter so much, because, it is what it is. It is what it is. Why can I not find this now, Crystal? I just posted it. All right, here it is. I got it, y'all.
Sunday,
so this is Billie Jo. Let me replay this. This is Billie Jo, the grandmother of Quinton Simon, who has custody of the boys, which is Zane and Quinton. So somebody found this. She does have felonies, lots of them. And I don't know exactly what she does. I can't even see that, but I know that she does some traveling for work. This is what I found. I'm gonna put my camera off.
Sunday, double bubble. I'm a felon. Making that money on Sunday, double bubble.
I'm a felon making that money on Sunday.
Double bubble.
Double bubble.
I'm a felon. Making that money on Sunday, double bubble.
So the dysfunction is blatant. Like I know that there have been TikToks and all that stuff where it's like, I have done some shady shit in my past and I've gotten better and, I'm doing well now, but that's not what that was. That's not what that was. I don't know what double bubble means, Mr. Eve. I just know that it's throwed off. She's doing too much. Thank you for that comment. There it is. There's my chat, my live chat. She doing too much. Big facts. I find it hard to believe why the babysitter called authorities if she knew the abuse was going on for a while. So I have an answer for that, and I will play the interview for you with the fight footage. And I know that Ikemel has the full, I think, the footage. So I'm gonna probably go and pirate that shit because the news kind of clips it and speaks over it, so you can't get the full context. But hopefully Ikemel got the full thing without it, so that'd be cool. Yeah, she said so today that she did call before, but DFACS already had a case open on it. So then she would just go and tell Billie Jo what her concerns are so that, the person involved in that, I'm sure, which is Billie Jo, would relay that, But she did what she was supposed to do, guys. At the end of the day, sometimes there's not much else you can do but report what you know, and what are you going to stop taking care of the kids even though that you know that they know of the abuse? What are you going to do? It's like she can't win. It's like the babysitter. She's damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. And I'm going to tell you that CPS, DCYF, DFACS, whatever you want to call it, they are not always the most appropriate authority. Sometimes they don't do shit. Look at Harmony Montgomery. But she did say that she did call them. So I'm going to play. I have it on my channel if you ever want to go back to it. But Ikemel has a really good enhanced version because he has math skills that I do not, and the resources, I'm sure. So I'm going to play his. Sorry, Ikemel, I'm going to steal it. I'm going to steal it. He did so good. All right, y'all ready for this? This is crazy. If you haven't seen this.
This is my baby, not your.
Sorry, that really took me by surprise. This is the.
My baby, not your.
I'm not ready yet. This is the babysitter, Diana, and Billie Jo, the grandmother, fighting. So you know how I posted that video of the dispatch call? This is what this is. So let's look at it.
This video is absolutely jarring.
Here you think I would do that?
I don't know what's going on. What is this? Don't do this to me. It's karma.
Do that? You're awful to say you're going to put a memorial. My baby's not dead.
And these people saying I'm trying to bash Billie Jo, I didn't try to bash her. She's the one that came to my house starting. I never said I was going to make a memorial of baby Quinton. Never did I say that. But just like I said, these people know me and they know Billie Jo. And I've heard a lot of things about her that I didn't want to believe.
The intense moments recorded by Dana McCarta's daughter.
So the dispatch said that she came in and tried to smack the cell phone out of the 15-year-old's hand, which is assault in my opinion, but pop off. I don't know why she's in she isn't in jail right now. That's just me. I believe the babysitter too, Andrea. Yup. For the Hart kids, CPS was called. If they did the job, those kids would be alive today, right? Mm-hmm. Double bubble is wages at double time on Sunday. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you for clearing that up because I didn't know what that meant. Here's the thing. I wanted to pause right here because you see these people outside. Nobody's talking about that. And I'm like, this is the second time I've seen these people been, walking around some drama. So the first time I saw them, it was when the news captured the argument between Leilani, where she was like, leave me alone. Well, they were right there. And I believe this is Thomas and Paul. It's the brother, Leilani's brother, who I believe lives there. And I don't remember who Paul is, Crystal. You told me. Let me look. Is he the other brother? No, the other brother's in prison. But anyway, so they're always around. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's the step grandfather or whatever, the son. But anyway, they're always around. And I'm like, okay, y'all are just going to sit there and wait for something to pop off so that you have a reason to hurt these people who did nothing but help Quinton and Zane and even the little baby, the 4-month-old. So, I mean, if y'all are trying to be about it, police need to do something because, oh, it's Billy's son. Okay. She has 4 boys. Dang, I thought she only had 2. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. See, this is why I love you. Crystal's my girl. Andrea says, my question, why didn't she have the same energy for her own daughter? That's the mother. Preach. Preach.
I told you! I was trying to provide. I even provided for you, you bitch!
Wow. Did you hear that? So she was like, so she's talking about the time that she was driving and saw those babies in a ditch, I guess playing because they had gotten out of the house. And Billie Jo's response is, I was trying to provide, meaning she was away. I was trying to do what I had to do. I can't be there all the time. That is no excuse. She told her, the sitter told her about it, And so I'm guessing that this is all ramped up because the sitter came out and told her truth, which, hey, I get it. It doesn't look good on you and your family for being who y'all are. And that's on you. That is not on the sitter. When people are coming after her, she has a right to defend herself, and you got to reap what you sow sometimes. This is a missing child. This is your grandbaby. You should have been home. You knew. And that's that. You got to reap what you sow sometimes.
Several times, the boys were outside. One particular morning, they were outside in the ditch. My daughter seen them and come running in. We went down there. Leilani was nowhere in sight. I called Billie Jo. She got in contact with Leilani. Leilani was home. She was just in the house somewhere. They would drop them off with no diapers. They would drop them off with no pull-ups. And when the baby came, Sky, they wouldn't send no milk. 2 days, I had to call Danny because Leilani wouldn't answer me, which is her fiance, to bring me milk for Sky.
Hey, what's up, it's Mel. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for stopping by. I have a brief update with regards to Quinton Smith. If you haven't seen the live stream that we did, please check it out because there's loads of information. We did it yesterday and we also have timestamps.
Okay, my girl just sent me the full video. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull it up. One moment.
Why no?
Shelly.girl. Okay. Awesome. And again, I'm not trying to sensationalize it because I hate that stuff. Like I seriously do. But at the same time, this was gonna happen no matter what. Because these people, these are specific types of people that we've seen. All right. Some are a little bit more heated, some are a little bit more behind the scenes, some are a little bit more sneaky, but they're addicts who use other people to do their job, raising babies, right? And then blame everybody else when shit happens, when they were warned about it. So, no. You can pray for them all day, do that, but don't make excuses, right? It's just not okay. We're not about that here. We're about realism. And I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to sit here and cater to these people. There's too many babies. Too many that are going missing and not being found. I said what I said. All right, I'm pulling it up. How did this end up on TikTok so fast? Is it one of the family members got it or something? That's crazy. All right, here we go. Here's the full video.
Don't put nothing in your yard.
Oh, it really is. It really is. I want to do full screen.
Baby, not yours. That's your right, but that's my baby. I touched you and I told you what was going on. I'm gonna know it's my fault. You need to go get it.
Y'all can get off the property.
I text you. I asked you over and over. I got the text. Over and over I asked you. Then you want to blame me? I don't care about your text. You think I would hit you with shit? Hit me. You think I would do that? Yeah. Really? Because you. I'm what?
No one likes
I'm
y'all.
what? I'm what? No, I don't like nobody. I should not have been out of town. You did. You shouldn't have. No, I'm not.
Okay, we got to take a break on that because my head is spinning now. I didn't even hear what the hell it said. Is there captions on TikTok? Oh, Diana posted this? Okay. Crazy. Crazy. I wonder if it would be better on my TikTok app on here. Because that's hard to understand, if I'm honest. Good Lord. If y'all want, you can go follow me on TikTok. I've got like 25,000 followers. Not a lot of content, but it is what it is. What is it? Shelly? I could care less right now. Ooh, that was scary. Shelly dot girl 1347. TikTok trips me out. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, here we go.
Don't put nothing in your...
Good morning.
That's not the one I wanted.
Don't put nothing in your yard. This is my baby, not yours. That's your right, but that's my baby. I touched you and I told you what was going on. I'm gonna know it's my fault. You need to go get it.
Y'all can get off the property.
I text you. I asked you over and over. I got the text. Over and over I asked you. Then you want to blame me? I don't care about your text. You think I would hit you with shit? Hit me.
She said, do you think I give a shit about your text? Well, you know, ma'am, you were the one that said, that, you know, she was blaming the sitter when the sitter said that she had texted her all of the stuff about the belt marks, about the bruises. She had called DFAX before and said there was an open case already. So she should give a... Oh, I need to start using my bleep bleep machine. Hold on. She should give a about these babies in those texts. That's just me, though. This is crazy. At least the babysitter got food in the house. Girl, preach. That's not right, but yeah, you're right. Let's continue to try to understand what this is. What they're saying.
You think I would do that? Yeah. Really? Because you. I'm what?
No one likes
I'm
y'all.
what? You.
she shouldn't have gone out of town, just like I said earlier. So she knows what's right and wrong. She knew she shouldn't have gone out of town. This was escalating way before she left. This was already a possibility, I think, in everybody's opinion. Because she had been gone for a hot minute. I want to say 2 weeks from what I hear. So she knew. They were in the ditch.
I was trying to provide. I even provided for you. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I didn't pay for your family, your entire fucking family. I didn't ask you. Your entire family. Keep recording.
Don't take my phone.
Keep recording.
Don't take my phone.
Good, you were wrong. You were wrong. I begged you to help. I begged you to help. Put that on social media. I begged you to help. Oh yeah, and I begged you to help. I said, hey Michelle, please get the kids. You're a liar. Take them. I'll give you $300.
Wow. She was saying that she was begging her to help. I am pretty sure that babysitter did everything within her power, within her knowledge, to help. That's just my opinion. Not everyone's going to get it 100% right. Sometimes I know that there is some struggle when you're trying to do the right thing for these babies and not overstep your boundaries. Because if you do overstep your boundaries, you will never see them again, and you're not going to know if they're going to get taken care of. That's the truth. And she's playing to the camera. And don't grab that baby's phone. No, you don't have no right taking somebody's phone. You came over there and busted in her house. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We're not buying it, Billie Jo. Take that shit somewhere else. Hey, CP. Thank you for the shout out over at Abe Balance's chat. He was making some really good points. Y'all go watch that that live that he just did. I don't know if it's still playing, but he was on it.
I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I'm about to put it all over. Good. Good, because you're awful to say you're going to put a memorial. My baby's not dead. You are a liar. My baby's not dead. My baby's not dead. You're a liar. You're a liar. No, you are. You are. My baby's not dead. I thought you was a woman of God. I thought you were a woman of God.
Ooh, look at that character assassination coming on. You know what? Is this a baby right here? Man, who in the fuck is this? Excuse my language. I gotta get used to this. Who in the is that with that baby? Somebody. Georgia, Chatham County, Georgia, get it together. This is ridiculous. Get that baby in the house, whoever this is, right here. And somebody go over there and do something about this.
God, you got Quinton? Do you have Quinton?
She did not just say that she asked, do you have Quinton? Ooh, Billie Jo. What did you say earlier? Let me just go ahead and pull that up again. Wanted to make sure I heard it right. Since we're character assassinating. Let me just play that real quick for y'all again. And for those who are coming in. Because we're about it. Show y'all what I found. Is it this one?
Sunday, double bubble. I'm a felon. Making that money on Sunday, double bubble.
She's high as a kite. I'm a felon. What was that again?
I'm a felon. Making that money on Sunday, double bubble.
Okay. So what now? Girl, bye. Thank you. Now,
I don't have Quinton.
is this the older brother? Okay, so this is Thomas, I think. Tommy. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's his baby mama. But this already doesn't look good at all. Like a whole separate problem.
Maybe you do. Maybe you do. You got him. Okay. You got him. Well, I'm about to call the police. You're the only one that can go in my house and take him. Your kids go in my house and take him all the time. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We did not go in her house.
I want to see that shit on the news.
Oh, it's gonna be. Go ahead. Don't put nothing.
She said, I don't want to see this shit on the news. Well, then tell your mom to stop. Your mama didn't have to come over there and bust through the damn doors. No. That is crazy, y'all. Crazy. Gee, girl, he's too old for her, right? I don't know who that is. I'm not sure. But I'm not trying to be ugly, but these people, I know. And look, I'm really not trying to judge them. There are plenty of people like this that don't, harm their child or abuse their children. But sometimes they do. And this is one of those cases where it falls right in line with not only, the case study about 5-year-olds going missing and like the 2 to 5-year-olds going missing when they were falsely reported as abducted but actually murdered by their parents or a caregiver. These are the types that fall in line with that. And they all look different in their little ways. But at the end of the day, they do the same shit. Some are more sneaky. Some are more boisterous. Some have a lot of felonies. Some don't have any. But at the end of the day, they do weird shit like this. And they're usually addicted to drugs. Or had been. Or have theft charges. Or grand larceny charges. Or domestic violence related charges. Controlled substance charges. They don't fall far from the tree. All right? So, but we're not buying it, y'all. We're not buying this whole bullshit that Billie Jo's trying to spin. She can work all day to try to provide, but if you're going to sit there and let these babies be abused, why even do that? Your daughter, you don't owe her any favors. You owe those grandbabies favors. You're obligated to take care of them if you know that your daughter isn't, because you're the one that raised her. She posted another TikTok she left for Chicago in June or July. Yeah, I heard it was a while. Like she was coming back, but she kept. And you know what? I think she did that to get away. I do. I think that, those kind of things kind of give her a break. But, and I could be wrong. But if she was going away for work, I would hope that grandfather, whatever his name is, that he would have at least stayed while she went and then switched until things got better and they were evicted. They should not have left knowing that they were going to be evicted and knowing that the court had ruled for her Leilani to pay child support on those boys. Hey, A-Balance. Oh, I know. This is all a fucking sham. Like these parents, this is the new way for them to try to muddle social media to get on their side and fight each other. But this case is pretty bad. Like they have dug themselves a hole so deep. We're not buying it. It's a losing battle. Just go ahead. Leilani, just go ahead. What happened, girl? Because you ain't getting away with this one. Or Quinton, that's right. Parents, yeah. See, Danny, there was a TikTok that I saw, or not a TikTok, but on Twitter, they're trying to get somebody to reach out to Danny. And I was saying in AB's chat, like, why don't you go and, I don't like talking to people because if I know that you're guilty of something or like you're giving me guilty vibes, I'm going to ream your ass and then like turn it off. So there's no point in me being, because I'm going to be biased. I'm just going to be honest with you. But Danny's trying to get a hold of somebody to talk to, and maybe somebody that's cool, calm, and collected can, because this ain't the one. It ain't me. It isn't me. It's crazy that Billie Jo just evicted her daughter, then left the kids with the person she took custody from as she's evicting them. Make that make sense. That's a great point. It's almost like she was like, let's see what happens. She knew damn well She knew it damn well. Yeah, but that's all I got. It was the full footage. And you know what? Also, there was somebody that said Danny passes Polly. A lot of people are saying that he would never do something like this, but the way that the babysitter explained how he was just dead cold while looking at her, I don't believe it. There are claims, I don't know if this is true or not, that he did not go to work that day or he left very early. It was like he came in and then came back out, but I don't know. No idea. But I can tell you one thing. That guy from WSAV, he got some good footage. He needs a raise over in Georgia. Could you please give that man a raise? Brett Huntington, he was on it. Brett Buffington. See if he has anything new. Nope. But the seize evidence thing, okay, that's what I wanted to see. So the sheriff's office said that they have seized evidence that will potentially help move this case forward. Now, that doesn't really mean anything if you can't find him, right? But I really hope that maybe it was the pool. Maybe they found something in the pool that kind of gave them a heads up as to what's to be expected, and maybe the luminol testing. That's what that taping up the windows was for. Because I looked it up. His text to sitter is weird, right? Hi, Halle Belly. Diana said on Ziggy that Danny always asks if she had enough stuff for the basics, but that doesn't always mean that he's not complicit, right? Or that he's guilty, but I mean, it's sad that you have to ask your sitter if she has the things that she needs. You should go ahead and make sure that's what's going on. I can understand here and there, but she said that he was asking in the most recent times. So, sounds to me like Miss Lilani was not happy with how things were going. She was being evicted, having to pay child support on 2 children, and maybe it was a retaliatory thing, and she was on the bender. What it sounds like to me. A little vindictive brat. Addicted to drugs. Wanted to get back at her mama. Or as an accident, whatever, but Andrea says, I understand everybody has different circumstances. However, I have a 3-year-old. I don't trust anyone. When I see stories like this, it breaks my heart. Yep. I personally think that BJ had so much trust in the sitter, and she was BJ's only hope for safety, if that makes sense. So she's lashing out. But okay, yeah, I get it. So why aren't you working with the babysitter to see if there was anything else? Dig a little deeper. Maybe there was something that the babysitter could remember over the last 6 months or whenever that would help find this boy. Where did she talk about going? Have you seen her in any other places? Have you seen Leilani walking when you went to McDonald's? Like, there's so many things that could have been done, but the brains of addicts, especially when it's, methamphetamines or whatever it may be of that nature, it doesn't make you smarter, that's for sure. It makes your brain kind of go into, your brain does not develop. So let's just say you start doing meth at 20 and you keep doing it until you're 30, you're still mentally 20, you don't grow. I really feel like grandma probably regrets what she said to her. And I understand that. But somebody get a hold of them. Is there anybody in Chatham County that can tell them to, maybe a lawyer? I advise one at this point because this is ridiculous. These babies have to see that later on. Zane and Sky, the 4-month-old. They're going to have to see this shit later. Wilted said she's feeling guilty and ashamed. She knows Q is gone. Maybe. Well, when she said that the babysitter was the only person that was going to be in the house. Ma'am, sit down. Sit down. Who were you trying to convince? Because it sure isn't the babysitter. It isn't the babysitter you're trying to convince. You're trying to convince the public opinion. And I think that's already a done deal, ma'am. I mean, how long had Billie Jo been gone for work? I heard 2.5 weeks. But she would like come back for a day or two and then leave. But I could be wrong. I understand everybody has different circumstances. Yeah. I know I'm just playing devil's advocate. Well, I mean, the devil went down to Georgia and he lost his ever-loving mind. That's what happened. Yeah, I heard weeks too. All right, guys, that's really all I had. Please go check out the video that I put up of the Jolissa Fuentes. She was found today. The sheriff, I can't remember his name, but he found her on a hunch. He followed his intuition and went and found her. Now, that could be bullshit, but I think that he maybe put 2 and 2 together and just went out there to find Jolissa, and he did. And I'm so sorry for the family. I hope that they, everybody gives them the privacy for them to mourn and heal. And I'll be praying for them. It says also BJ is in serious trouble when this is done. They're going to be handing out charges like candy. Yep. And I hope they do. I hope, like, you have to make, with these missing children's cases, you have to set a standard for other people. That's the whole point, too, of justice. It's like, back then they would do some very egregious things to you before we had morals and stuff to make an example out of you. Well, that should go hand in hand with people around these babies who failed them. Press charges on them. I know. She had custody and she failed them. Yep. I'm sure there's a CPS case or a DFACS case open on them. Crystal says, Eve, you have a second job and I'm going to need you to attend to. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. We need to find Quinton. And I'm going to do a live tomorrow in the morning. And we're actually going to go over map time. I think that enough of the drama, enough of the bullshit. Let's try to see if there's any clues that we can kind of hone in on with the dispatch calls and the little clips that I found. Like there's little ones I haven't put out yet, like the Hidden Lakes one where they're like, we need a homicide detective. I'm not sure if it's related to the case at all. But it didn't sound like it was going with any other things that were being called in on. So we're going to go over those things. Maybe we can find a clue. Thank you for being here, CP, Helly Belly, everybody, Crystal, Wilted Lettuce, Jeep Girl, and AB. Good to see you in here. As you know, I say, drink your water, hug yourself, your babies, your grandbabies, your fur babies. Let's get these babies justice and stop listening to Billie Jo's bullshit. And I'll see you guys on the next live. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
What?